My beloved child, listen carefully because this moment is not ordinary. There are thousands of people moving through their day right now, thousands of voices speaking, thousands of eyes looking around without seeing anything deeply, yet somehow you arrived here. Out of every possible path, every possible second, you stopped here. And I need you to understand something before we go any further. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason your eyes landed on these words today, and as this unfolds, a hidden truth that has been quietly surrounding your life may begin revealing itself in ways you never expected. A strange moment happened, a moment that looked small from the outside, but unseen things were moving underneath it. Someone laughed at you. Maybe it happened in front of others. Maybe it happened quietly. Maybe they smiled while looking away. Maybe they made you feel unseen, unimportant, forgotten. You felt it. You pretended not to. You kept walking. You kept speaking. You kept acting normal. But inside, something paused. Because the heart notices things the mind tries to ignore. And what you believed was just another painful moment, was not just another moment. Stay with me because this is where everything starts changing. Sometimes the world shows you scenes that seem meaningless. A door closes. A message never arrives. A person walks away. Someone laughs while you stand there carrying dreams inside your heart. It feels like humiliation. It feels like rejection. It feels like life saying no. But what if I told you that some moments arrive disguised as pain because they are protecting something far greater than you can currently see? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because while you were standing there feeling small, someone else somewhere was feeling something they couldn't explain. Not because they knew your name. Not because they saw your face. Not because they understood why their hearts suddenly became heavy. But because souls recognize movements long before eyes do. And there is a connection in this world that logic struggles to explain. Think carefully, have you ever suddenly thought about someone for no reason? Have you ever felt a strange emotion arrive from nowhere? Have you ever felt that someone, somewhere, was thinking about you even when you had no proof? The world calls it coincidence. The heart calls it something else. Because there are invisible threads crossing through moments we cannot understand. And while that laughter touched your heart, somewhere a soul connected to your future felt a storm move through theirs. They couldn't explain it. They couldn't stop it. They only knew something felt different. Imagine someone sitting by themselves, staring out a window, suddenly becoming quiet. Imagine someone feeling their chest become heavy while smiling around others. Imagine someone asking themselves, why do I feel like something important is missing? They do not know your story yet. They do not know your struggles. They do not know the nights you stayed awake wondering if anyone truly sees you. But something inside them is beginning to awaken. Stay till the end. Do not skip. Because this is where people leave too early and miss the truth that changes everything. You thought that laughter was the ending of your dignity. You thought it was proof that you are less than others. You thought it confirmed every fear hidden deep inside you. But listen carefully, some people laugh because they only see the surface. They see where you stand today, but they cannot see where you are walking tomorrow. They see your current chapter and assume they understand your entire story. They look at the seed and laugh because they cannot imagine the forest hidden inside it. They see silence and mistake it for weakness. They see waiting and mistake it for failure. They see patience and mistake it for emptiness. But hidden things take time. Hidden things grow in places nobody notices. Hidden things become powerful while the world is distracted. And while someone laughed, your story kept moving. While someone laughed, destiny kept writing. While someone laughed, an unseen connection kept getting closer. Something is shifting. Can you feel it? There are people listening right now with chills moving through them and they don't know why. There are people hearing this and remembering moments they buried long ago. Because deep inside every heart exists a question that rarely gets spoken aloud. Is someone meant to find me? Is someone meant to understand me? Is there someone who sees what nobody else sees? Stay with me because we are only beginning. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. There are moments before great changes arrive where life becomes strangely quiet. Confusing things happen. Unexpected things happen. The people you expected to stay disappear. The people you trusted disappoint you. And you start asking questions in the dark. You wonder if you are forgotten. You wonder if you are invisible. You wonder if your heart is carrying pain for no reason. But what if those moments were not punishment? What if they were preparation? Because before two stories meet, both stories begin changing separately. And somewhere tonight, someone connected to your future is changing without understanding why. Their heart is becoming softer. Their eyes are searching for something deeper. Their soul is becoming restless. They feel it, but they cannot name it. And while they search, your own path is slowly moving toward a moment that will not feel ordinary when it arrives. You may think today is just another day. But many people believe that before everything changed forever. Stay with me. Because the moment you almost skipped, may become the moment you remember for a very long time. A silent door is opening right now, and almost nobody notices the sound it makes. Listen carefully because this next part is where hidden things begin rising to the surface. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment that looked like embarrassment, the moment that looked like sadness. The moment when someone laughed and you felt your heart become heavy, was never standing alone. It was connected to something larger, something moving beyond what your eyes could see. You believed you were standing there by yourself. You believed nobody understood the feeling you carried in that moment. But while you were trying to smile through it, while you were trying to act stronger than you felt, another soul somewhere was experiencing a strange shift they couldn't explain. Their day was normal. Everything around them looked normal. But suddenly, something felt different. Suddenly the music they heard sounded deeper. Suddenly their thoughts became quieter. Suddenly they stared into space for longer than usual. Suddenly they felt like they were waiting for someone they had never met. And they could not explain why. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what you are hearing now is not something people notice every day. Sometimes hearts begin recognizing each other before eyes ever meet. Sometimes souls begin moving toward each other long before footsteps arrive. The world sees random moments. The world sees accidents. But hidden connections move differently. They move quietly. They move slowly. They move in silence before they arrive loudly. Think about your life for a second. Think about the strange delays. Think about the people who left. Think about the opportunities that disappeared. Think about the nights when you asked, "Why is this happening to me?" Maybe you believed everything was falling apart. Maybe you believed you were losing things meant for you. But what if you were not losing? What if you were being redirected? What if every closed door was turning your feet toward something your heart would someday thank you for? Because something unbelievable happens before major moments arrive. Life becomes confusing right before clarity appears. Clouds gather before the sunrise becomes visible. Silence grows before powerful answers arrive. And right now, something is shifting. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the person connected to your future is beginning to feel it more strongly now. They may smile around everyone else, but inside they feel a strange emptiness. They may sit beside friends and still feel like someone is missing. They may laugh and suddenly become quiet. They may look at the sky and ask themselves questions they never asked before. Questions like, "Why do I feel like I am waiting? Why does it feel like someone is getting closer? Why does my heart feel different lately?" They don't understand it yet. They cannot see your face yet. But something inside them is awakening. And here is the revelation almost nobody expects: sometimes when someone laughs at you, they unknowingly become part of the path leading you towards something greater. Because pain changes direction. Pain teaches strength. Pain removes illusions. Pain clears space. And the moment you thought weakened you, was actually making room for a future moment powerful enough to make you look back and whisper, "Now I understand." Stay here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next step of this story changes everything. The air around your story is changing now, and this is the part where hidden pieces begin connecting in ways nobody expects. Listen carefully, because this is not where the story slows down, this is where it becomes deeper. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the moment that looked like a wound was quietly becoming a bridge. You could not see it then. You only felt confusion. You only felt the weight in your chest. You only felt that painful question repeating inside your mind. Why me? But there are questions that never receive answers immediately. Some answers arrive later, when your eyes are standing in a completely different place. Some answers arrive after nights of waiting. Some answers arrive after you almost give up searching. And sometimes the answer arrives through a person you never expected. Right now, somewhere beyond your view, a heart connected to your future is moving closer to a realization. They still do not know your name. They still do not know your face. But the strange feeling inside them is becoming stronger. Day after day, moment after moment, they feel like something is changing around them. They notice little things. They notice repeated signs. They notice unexpected emotions appearing for no reason. And slowly they begin asking themselves, why does it feel like someone important is getting closer? Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what happens next is something people rarely notice while it is happening. Before meaningful connections appear, life begins removing masks. Suddenly people who were pretending start revealing themselves. Suddenly things that looked permanent begin disappearing. Suddenly situations change without warning. It feels uncomfortable. It feels confusing. But hidden movement is taking place underneath it all. Imagine standing in a dark room and believing nothing is changing, then suddenly the first ray of morning light enters through the window. You realize things were changing the entire time. You simply could not see it yet. And that is exactly where many people stop too early. They leave before the sunrise. They walk away before understanding arrives. They give up before the story reveals why everything happened. But not you. Stay here. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the laughter from that moment, yes, that moment, is becoming smaller and smaller now. Why? Because something surprising is happening. The memory that once felt heavy is losing its power. The moment that once felt painful is slowly turning into fuel. And one day you will remember it differently. One day you will look back and realize that the person who laughed only saw a temporary version of you. They saw you during construction, not completion. They saw the unfinished page, not the full story. They saw the storm, but they never stayed long enough to see the sunrise that followed it. And while they looked at one chapter and made their decision, someone else somewhere is being guided toward the entire book. Let that sink into your heart for a moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next part is where the invisible connection begins becoming impossible to ignore. A quiet signal is moving through your story now, and this may be the moment where everything begins making sense. Listen with your full heart because this part is different. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You have come too far to leave now. The hidden pieces are no longer standing apart from each other. They are moving together. They are connecting. They are creating a picture you could never see before because you were standing too close to it. Remember that moment, the moment when someone laughed and you felt unseen? Remember how your heart became heavy? Remember how you questioned yourself? You thought that moment was writing your value. You thought it was defining who you are. But here comes the once-in-a-lifetime revelation: people do not determine your worth by how they react to you. They only reveal the limits of what they can see. Some people only recognize stars after the night becomes dark enough. Some people only understand value after it is gone. And some people never realize what they were looking at because they were too focused on the surface. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because while that moment was happening, another story was moving at the exact same time. Someone connected to your future was changing. Their heart was becoming softer. Their thoughts were becoming deeper. Their path was shifting without them even realizing it. They started noticing little feelings they could not explain. A strange peace in unexpected moments. A strange pull towards something invisible. A strange feeling that someone important existed somewhere beyond their sight. And every day that feeling became stronger. They could ignore it at first. They could explain it away at first. But not anymore. Because some things reach a point where they become impossible to ignore. Imagine standing beside the ocean and seeing only one wave. You think it is small. You think it means nothing. But far away, unseen currents are moving underneath the entire surface. That is what has been happening in your life. Quiet movements. Hidden changes. Invisible preparations. While you were focusing on the single painful moment, larger things were already moving toward you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because there is another truth many people never realize. The moments that almost break you are often the moments standing closest to transformation. Right before dawn, the sky still looks dark. Right before answers arrive, confusion feels stronger. Right before something meaningful appears, life sometimes feels silent. And maybe you are listening right now wondering if any of this is for you. Maybe part of your heart is whispering, could something truly be changing? Listen carefully, if you are still here, if you are still listening, if something inside you feels strangely connected to these words, then maybe your heart already knows what your eyes have not seen yet. Maybe this story found you for a reason. Maybe that painful moment was never the ending. Maybe it was the beginning of a path leading somewhere your heart has been waiting to reach for a very long time. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the final part is where the hidden truth finally steps out of the shadows and reveals why none of this happened by accident. The final curtain is beginning to move, and the truth hidden since the beginning is finally stepping into the light. Listen carefully because this moment was waiting for you from the very first word. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story never began with laughter. The story never began with pain. The story never began with rejection. That was only the scene you noticed. The real story started much earlier, in silent moments nobody saw, in quiet changes nobody understood, in invisible paths slowly moving toward each other. You spent so much time asking why certain things happened. You replayed moments in your mind. You carried questions without answers. You wondered why some people walked away. You wondered why some moments hurt so deeply. But now the hidden truth begins revealing itself. Not everything left your life because it was against you. Some things left because they were making room. Some moments hurt because they were pushing you forward. Some doors closed because another one was waiting where your eyes had not looked yet. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Because here is the revelation almost nobody expects. The person who laughed at you never held the power you thought they did. They only became a temporary voice in a much larger story. Their moment was small. Your journey was bigger. Their opinion was temporary. Your purpose kept moving. And while they were looking at who you seemed to be in one single moment, your future was already preparing something greater than they could imagine. Somewhere, a heart connected to your future kept moving toward you. Somewhere, someone continued feeling something they could not explain. They still could not understand why certain thoughts stayed in their mind longer. They still could not understand why they felt pulled toward something unseen. But now the feeling is stronger than before. Because paths that are meant to cross begin pulling toward each other with quiet force. Not loudly. Not suddenly. But steadily. Step by step. Moment by moment. Day by day. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this is the moment where you need to hear something clearly. Stop measuring your future by moments that were never meant to define you. Stop allowing temporary scenes to become permanent labels. Stop believing that one difficult moment can decide your entire story. Because a chapter is not a book. A storm is not the sky. A delay is not the ending. And the person listening right now needs to remember this: some of the most meaningful moments in life arrive quietly at first. They do not announce themselves. They do not appear with loud signs. They begin with feelings. They begin with strange timing. They begin with moments that seem ordinary until one day you look back and realize nothing about them was ordinary at all. Maybe one day you will remember the moment someone laughed. But you will not remember it with sadness. You will remember it with understanding. You will smile and whisper to yourself, if that moment never happened, would never have reached where I was supposed to be. And suddenly every question becomes lighter. Suddenly every delay makes more sense. Suddenly every step reveals why you had to keep moving. Because the ending was never loss. The ending was never loneliness. The ending was never disappointment. The ending was the beginning of something your heart was always moving toward. Stay till the very last second. Because something huge was waiting for you all along, and maybe, just maybe, it was already walking toward you too.